Chitral, a majestic specimen of the nature's art history and nature's finest gifts, is located nearly 6,000 feet above the sea level, with its hamlets snuggled in timeless beauty, framed with a web of shimmering rivers, sparkling natural fountains, clear blue lagoons, and breathtaking mountain peaks. Chitral is inhabited by a population that lives in an extraordinary harmony with their habitat. The people of Chitral are said to have settled here, arriving from neighboring Afghanistan, Central Asia, Kashmir, and the plains of Punjab. And perhaps Chitral's most unique feature is the Shangri-La-like land of the Kalash tribe, living in their three valleys, Bombraith, Rambur and Barir. Kalash are believed to have arrived here some 3,000 years ago from the Vaigal. The Kalasha tribe refer to their own land of origin as the Siam Desh, and this name Siam Desh features in their songs and parables. Kalasha may well be the original inhabitants of their three valleys. Kalasha, an umbrella term, describes their tribe, their pre-Islamic religion, and their language, the Kalashamon. The pre-Islamic and primordial Kalasha culture and faith tradition continues to amaze, inspire, and often completely bewitch a large number of tourists, researchers, and anthropologists from across the globe. And their continued interest in the Kalash is constantly embellished by the mysteries of this land and its people.
I'm very interested in the way that cultures change over time as a consequence of various international, global developments in, for example, technology or tourism or potentially economic factors as well. So I've spent a few months in Rumbur and in the neighbouring Kalash Valley in Bombarette this year, looking at these dynamics.
Journey to three Kalasha valleys is nothing short of an adventure in its own right. It is after driving on grit roads, snaking through glaciers, mountain summits, and valleys, the jeeps cross over gushing rivers, through ancient bridges passing through ancient architecture, that you finally find yourself in the land of the Kalasha tribe. It is here that the just around 5,000 members of the now endangered Kalashas live with their distinct cultural heritage, evoking their deities and marking their resilient, vibrant presence despite challenges. Kalashas are known for their colorful festivals that are held throughout the year. Chawmos is the first and the foremost Kalash festival amongst the array of several annual religious and cultural festivities. It features as the very first festival on the Kalash calendar. Chawmos is the longest such ceremony, held from the second week of December to the December 22nd, almost spanning over 2 weeks. This festival also surpasses all other major Kalash festivals for its deference to the overarching Kalash deity, the Baromayan.
Ispa Chitimas dos no bitişer. Ispa Chitimas adım vaktatan juda bitişer. Ama Pak Parvatigar Valkar Malaikan Zariyo Sora Hamo Khuday Bandai Asur Ispa Dastur Kalashiyo Dastur Har koi Dastur share
Another distinct feature of the Chawmos is the initiation of Kalash children into the community as its recognized members. The occasion also allows non-Kalash individuals to become members of this community through special rituals.
In Japan, the Hamsha egg routine, Chopamina, Doftona, Parikdai, Pistakudai, Senti Ekumi, Aya, Bo Kia Kesmina, Ram Bojia, to Tanti Kia Sasodai Rikudai, to Kia Piran Tanti Sodek, Toronas Kromshiu, Aokari, to Chetna Kromshiu, Senti Bo, Warak Krom Bojiachu, Shase Mai Hacha, Prusariao.
Chawmos is launched with the ritual of Sarazare. Kalash women and men lit up bonfires at sacred spots, spreading out the smoke to purify the space. The fire is kept on throughout the night, while the entire community assembles around the pyre to chant primordial hymns, paying homage to deities and performing dance rituals. A couple of days after the Sarazare, around 11th and the 12th of December, the ritual of Gosh Saras is observed. It's a kind of thanksgiving marked by communal cooking and sharing of goat meat along with the serving of the local grapevine to celebrate arrival of the new year. This feasting continues for 2 days, interspersed with prayers for peace, prosperity and abundance throughout the new year. The kidney beans and walnuts are shared generously, for there's been an abundant harvesting in the area. The next day, Kalash girls and boys would draw and paint diagrammatic images on walls in a ritual called Chui Nare. These images depict livestock and the local flora and fauna. These drawings are made with a special black ink prepared from the ashes of burnt walnut shells. Chuinare leads to the ritual of Chutak Dek, which entails making of three-dimensional depictions of animal forms. Wheat dough is used as the medium for making and baking these sculptures depicting bulls, goats, deers, the markhor and other indigenous animals. On the night of the 14th of December, Kalasha would bake special breads made of walnut and wheat dough. This is the ritual of Kolomu, which comprises bread baking and singing of religious hymns, venerating deities and the spirits of Kalasha elders. Special dances accompany this important ritual. Thrive was especially allowed to film the festival. As a principle, Chawmos is a very exclusive festival. Non-Kalash are generally not allowed to be part of the festival. As the day transforms into dusk, Kalash would prepare a colorful collective feast with dried fruits, bread, and specially made cuisine at Jashtakan and Rakini. On the 16th of December, the Kalash would assemble at the designated sacred dancing spaces of Charsu and Rakini to perform their signature dances in their dazzling outfits. This dancing would continue for the entire day to mark Sava Lake Pari ritual. The most important ritual of Shi Shor or Goshnak O is celebrated on the 18th of December. This commemorates a purifying and cleansing process. Goat sacrifice is offered, the meat is cooked, and breads are baked to last next 3 days. A communal cleansing and cleaning process is underway. The Kalash men, women and children would cleanse, clean, wipe and purify their houses and the vicinity to welcome the principal deity Balumain. The Kalash would confine themselves to their dwellings for the ensuing 3 days and would consume this food in the course. No one shall step out of their houses for the next 3 days. During the self-confinement period, there will be no conjugal relationships. There will be a practice of absolute abstinence to ensure purity of body and that of the soul.
Na prakalaka astai, na gujur astai, na shakhan astai. Biko tan muja ispa, heroni uji, bo sukuna, bo harama yuva ustam, bo sukuna sora. Biko heijnari persishika tat duro khanjoki dostani, hate heijnari tano yuveri goyal.
Men would enter the sites of Sajigor and Andariyan to make offerings, whereas women would stay back at a distance. This is a solemn occasion for making special prayers and wishes. This is the ritual of Chanja. At the end of the 3rd day, Kalash women, men and children would step out of their houses, happily chanting and singing their religious hymns and songs. They walk towards their specific religious sites that are considered to be the abodes of their deities. The 3 days of self-confinement and isolation culminates into Chanja and Loak Bik. Women and men would gather at the Charso to interact and offer religious dances. This is the largest collective dance of the Chawmos festival. This also spells the finale of the festival. The next morning dawns with the ritual of Bas Parik. This is the initiation of the new Kalasha community members. Children who have turned 5 this year are brought to the sacred spots of Jashtakan and Rakini. The boys would dress up in brand new tunics, whereas the girls would adorn their traditional ornate hats. These young new members of the Kalasha tribe are served with specially baked walnut and wheat breads in recognition of their new status.
रवन गोरी पाच की खोमी त्यांनी थे हते इष्टा कांगारचा काही बलमय जो नाम हते रसारुस दोष कि तजागी को परवरिगार खैर कोरार खुदाई इयासुर ओ तगारी बिसा बशजुबक बिसा हयारा शारीक भूमियान Ispaya sualo. Pasiran parvadigar. Kano pasiran no. Toko prusta susi. Oh. Ispa. Haya paigamo. Istajagio pachen. Riziko pachen. Khairo pachen. Sual kosian. Amu tanjaga sahibai. O manzur bai re. Sual kori hela. अंगारचा काही साधूस दिवस
A week or so after the Chawmos, Kalasha would hold the final feast of this series. They would once again assemble for the last time and distribute dried fruits along with specifically baked breads while observing a mass prayer for the new year. The Chawmos festival for this year has come to an end. Next year, there would be new celebrations, but the question remains for how long. The pressures upon Kalashas are mounting. With each day passing, they're becoming more vulnerable than before. Yet, the Kalasha elders feel their uninterrupted cultural heritage could still be salvaged if only the world around them holds their hand.